Welcome in, everybody. Before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick overview of what's transpiring so far this morning. As you know, if you watched last night's update, Bitcoin is stuck in a descending triangle and needed to break over and hold 27,200. Last night it got rejected by the downtrending resistance line on the descending triangle. Now we sit at about 26,900. XRP, as we know, is in this broadening wedge and also has a death cross that's been confirmed. Now we're just trying to validate it, as we've gotten a rejection at 494. We've come back down this morning to 484. We're down about 1.96%. And now our next level to break is 482, followed by the 477. And then you've got no more support between there and the bottom that we hit on the broadening wedge at 46 cents. But I believe if we break down past the 477, we're more than likely coming to 44 cents, which would also be the inverted head and shoulders neckline, which is actually at the bottom of this broadening wedge right now. So that seems to be the best opportunity for XRP to bounce, would be if it either bounces off the inverted head and shoulders neckline at 44 cents, or I'll show you in the chart something else that could transpire in the daily time frame. If we do lose the 482 and the 477 and roll back down and do end up at the 44 cents, that could initiate a bearish cross in the daily time frame, and that's a very bearish signal. And that's where the technical traders could, in fact, start taking out some shorts just based on what they're seeing, and then that's how we could get that volatile spike down to 36 cents, which is also the 2021 uptrend. Make sure you hit that like button, as it can greatly help push me through the analytics. And remember, this morning we choose positivity over negativity. We've got the chance to be winners in our minds. We can't have that victim mindset, so we're going to choose the winning route. We're going to look at the charts, and it's going to shape our perception of reality of crypto and what's happening in the technical analysis. Make sure you hit that like button, and I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. I love each and every one of you. Good morning, 8:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, June 20th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, XRP is down 2.05%, but very quickly, I want to start with Bitcoin, as we're in this descending triangle. And we've seen last night, we had a nice fake out attempt here. If it's going to break down, we need to get above 27,200 if we want it to break out and hold. That's just something that has to happen. It's got to break 27,200 and hold the area. And then we can come up to this broken channel up here at about 28,000. In this area, it's about 27,950 roughly. But that's where we're squeezed in right now. And in order to start breaking up, we got to get over the CME gap at 30K and then ultimately push 31,000. But right now in this descending triangle, the pressure, the best opportunity for us to have a massive volatile spike, just be aware, is for Bitcoin to build the pressure, boom, boom, and continue to build the pressure, and then hit this support at 24,417. That would be your best opportunity to build the pressure on Bitcoin and have a volatile spike out. Conversely, if we break down this area and you see it, use it as a rejection, we're coming down to the CME gap, just under 21,966 area. So that's what we're looking at for Bitcoin, nothing more, nothing less. I want to keep it short and sweet. If you want to see more about Bitcoin, take a look at my update last night, and I talked a good 6 to 8 minutes about Bitcoin before I talked 5 to 6 minutes about XRP. So I just wanted to verify very quickly this morning what was going on with Bitcoin. And now the dire need, XRP, as we talked about yesterday, was about to reverse back down. As long as we had that verification of 494 and that was going to play true, and it has as of right now. Man, that one's taking an awfully long time to load. And now, as we can see for XRP, we're down 2.09% at 0.4834. We got an initial rejection here off of the 494 level. This is exactly what we were anticipating. If we look at the 30-minute time frame, now we had the golden cross simultaneously came up. But what we talked about while this was happening was, let's not get caught up in the short-term movement. A lot of people are going to look at XRP and say, oh, it's starting to get bullish again. They're going to make these predictions without actually looking at the proper technical analysis. What happened was, yes, we had a golden cross in the 30-minute time frame. I acknowledged that when it happened. But what also was happening, which overrides it in the longer time frames, is one, in the 4 hourly, we had the death cross here. first layer we had to come up to in the death cross at the time was that 494, because that's where the 200-day was close to running through. And we came up, pushed over it a little bit, and I showed exactly what it was hunting out in the daily. We came up to the 20-day, which in the daily time frame was right there at the 496 level. So we knew it could come between the 496 and the 50-cent psychological level. Hit 3 separate daily candles up there and got quickly pulled back down, reversed back down under the 494. So now we can see how in the 4-hourly is playing true. Now if we got that proper rejection, which now you can see we're back below the 20-day, as we can't let our emotions dictate what's going to happen. We allow the charts to dictate our perception of the reality of the charts and of XRP. So now that we've done that, we know we've got the 482 underneath and the 477. Once that breaks, I find it hard to believe 46 cents will hold. I think it's got a date with Destiny down here at the bottom of the broadening wedge, assuming we continue to reverse back down today at 44 cents. And then that is the inverted head and shoulders neckline, and presents an opportunity for XRP if it wants to remain bullish, or we'll lose the broadening wedge support, and that's how we'll come down to the 2021 uptrend at 36 cents. That's the technical target from the breakdown and loss of the inverted head and shoulders, which also happens to be at the inverted head and shoulders neckline, which is that 44 cent mark. Underneath that, you got the 432 support that could hold, but that is under the neckline, and if you bounce that 432, bounce back up to 44 and back down, that would probably invalidate this pattern structure. So just be very alert on what's going on with XRP. So right now we're looking to see if XRP in fact comes through the 482. We talked about last night and during yesterday's live how the volume profile for XRP was just trash. And the biggest example I can get is in the 4-hour time frame. So we've got rally candles here, right? We've got 3 million in the 4-hourly. Ooh, millions. 5.45. We come over here, we've got 3.79. 3.81 million, and then we come here 2.7 million. Just on the drop candle, this one, the most recent big drop, 13.77. Then we had about 13.77. The drop back here on the big candle, we had 28.8. The big rocket candle here, we had 2.41. I mean, that's 7 times less volume. That's not going to get the job done. These are often signs of a bull trap and a fake out. And in a 30-minute time frame, it sufficiently came up and faked everybody out with the golden cross, which would have got technical traders likely in the shorter time frames to go long, just for it to reverse back down. And now we're trying to hold the 482. Once this ceases to hold, we'd have to break through the 477, a proper rejection there, and we're coming down to 46, and then in my opinion down to 44. So pay attention to that, because if 44 cents breaks, the technical target breaking down out of the broadening wedge and invalidating the inverted head and shoulders pattern at the neckline would be 36 cents. Conversely, if somehow we got a rocket ship full of steam, let's say we went down to 44 and broke back up, you have to get back up over 58.5 and hold that for a breakout over the broadening wedge, and then the technical target would be 65 cents. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this update, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing to Tom's Army. And also, look in the video description below and our pinned comments for the mission statement of exactly how important it is for you to join Tom's Army and how you allow me to keep creative control so that you don't have to watch any paid advertisements or any kind of paid partnerships, because I don't do any of that of any kind. And as you know, it is my belief that everybody deserves the information no matter the size of their wallet, so my content will always be free. Make sure you are using positivity over negativity. Make sure you're having that positive mindset so that we can make, in these rough times, you have to have the winner's attitude. You have to make good decisions within the most volatile of situations. And then when everything is running smooth and it's, smooth sailing, it'll be easier to make decisions because we're not going to be under so much stress. If we do this together, we can't fail.